Welcome back to Expresso here on SABC3, your feel-good breakfast show. Now, it's not every day that you get to have the likes of chef and cookbook author Sharon Glass cook up a storm for you. But this morning, just for you, our Expresso family, she's showing us how to make latkes with applesauce. But that's not all. We are also giving away 5 signed copies of Sharon Glass's cookbooks. Now, to stand a chance to win, SMS the keyword food to get the ingredients list for her Latkes and Lokshen pudding recipe sent to your phone, and you will automatically be entered into the competition to stand a chance of winning one of the signed copies of Sharon Glass's cookbook. I think that's a pretty awesome thing to do. Well, while we go over to Sharon, I'm going to have some coffee. See you after this.
Everything's wrapped with goodness and prepared with pride to bring you all our best this Christmas. Pick n Pay, always there for you.
Good morning. Today we're celebrating the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. It's a wonderful festive celebration, and we're going to be making some latkes, some Lokshen pudding, and we also serve jam donuts with this holiday.
Hanukkah, meaning dedication, celebrates the miracle of oil that burned for 8 days after troops regained the Temple of Jerusalem. Each candle on the menorah symbolizes one of those days.
We're going to start with some potato latkes, or potato pancakes as they are known. I like them crispy, so I always use potato, a little bit of egg, some grated onion, and a little bit of flour. And we want to squeeze them quite dry to get them quite nice and crispy. Just as an alternative, I've got some orange sweet potato, which will actually work beautifully with that if you'd like to try it. So we take a little bit of sunflower oil. We just want to coat the bottom of the pan. Too much oil makes them very oily, so all we want to do is heat the oil while we're grating the potatoes and onion, and just enough to coat the bottom. And now what we want to do is we want to grate the potatoes on the coarse side of the grater. And you only need about 4 potatoes for this recipe because they actually go quite far. So depending on what size, it doesn't really matter even what potatoes you use. We keep them in water to prevent them from going brown, but I want the starch. The starch actually holds them together and binds them. We add some onion and grate that in with the potato. Now I'm just going to add some egg. And you can just add 1 egg and just mix it in all together. It doesn't need to be beaten first. And then we're going to add some flour. And it's only about a tablespoon of flour just to bind it. So now we want to squeeze it together, make a little shape of a potato pancake, squeeze out most of the liquid, okay, and just shape it gently and pop it into the oil.
Make sure to cook each side until crispy brown. The trick is not to turn the latkes over too many times. Let them cook for approximately 10 minutes.
Our second dish is a Lokshen pudding, otherwise known as a noodle pudding. We want it to be quite dry and sticky and cook for a really long time. So I've got some fettuccine that I've already cooked, and you want to undercook that a little bit because it's going to be in the oven for a really long time, and then you want to mix it with all your ingredients. And for that, we've got some sugar, some cinnamon, vanilla, a little bit of apricot jam just dotted in, some eggs, cream cheese, and some melted butter. And that makes the sauce that goes over the noodles.
Melt the butter on a low setting in the microwave. Meanwhile, whisk together the cream cheese, cream, sugar, vanilla essence, cinnamon, salt, and eggs. Lastly, add the melted butter.
Right, so everything's whisked together. We want to add the noodles just to coat them. Make sure that they go into a really nice big dish, because the bigger the dish, the more spread out they are and the crispier the noodles get, and that's the beauty of the whole thing. I've prepared an oven-proof dish and just sprayed it with some non-stick cooking spray, and it's quite nice and open. This needs to bake on 150, 160 degrees for a good 1 to 2 hours till those noodles are really, really nice and sticky. Now the trick here is we're going to dot it with some apricot jam and then finish it off with some cinnamon sugar, and that's the beautiful sweetness that comes out of this dish.
Coat the noodles with a sprinkling of cinnamon to taste. Pop it into the oven, and when it's ready, you'll have a crispy dessert ready to serve.
And there you have it, 8 days of Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
SMS the keyword food to 33728 to get the ingredients list and automatically stand a chance of winning a signed Sharon Glass cookbook.
We've got your celebrations all wrapped up with savings, value, and all our best this Christmas. Pick n Pay, always there for you.